So I agree with this. I really do. I don't really have any pushback there. I study blood quantum. I study the mental health impacts of tribal enrollment laws and how they can impact, our current and future generations in terms of just generally how they feel, how they want to feel as Indigenous people, but also, the ways in which they want to be a part of the cultures in which they're from. And so, and I don't think you would find Indigenous peoples, academics, professors, activists, anything like that, who would be comfortable and okay with using the word Indians. That being said, I know a lot of folks from my pueblo that are, my relatives and stuff, or friends of my relatives who still use Indian. A lot of older generations still use Indian. That's just kind of what they grew up with. But also, the other reason is that, unlike things like Indigenous or Native American or those types of things, American Indian or Alaskan Native has legal standing and legal power in the United States. That is, the way in which, we have rights. So federally recognized tribes are tribes of American Indians or Alaska Natives. It's not the Native Americans or Indigenous because there's no legal definition for that. That's just their self-identity. The political standing is what we get with the terminology AIAN. And so you could want to get rid of it, you could want to, but unless you get the United States to just determine that we are now going to call, going forward with all of our Supreme Court case, with all of our case law, with all of our, federal, our bills and things, we are going to switch our terminology from American Indians and Alaska Natives to Native Americans or Indigenous people. You're just not going to see that. And so while you don't personally have to use it, and I don't, but some people do, we can't get rid of it. And so that's one thing that I would consider. But yeah, no, I agree.